This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hello and welcome to Knowledge for College, a game show featuring some of UISD's best and brightest students. My name is Jose Sanchez and today we have contestants from Salvador Garcia Middle School and United South Middle School. Our guest host today is Judge Bobby Quintana, Justice of the Peace, Precinct 2, Place 1. All right, yes. And why don't you tell the children a little bit about what it is that you do as Justice of the Peace?
First of all, I want to thank UISD. I've been in office for almost a year, and we've been doing a couple of projects. Again, working relationship with UISD is tremendous. And what I do at the office, we do small claims court, we do truancy, which hopefully you guys are not involved, and we also do traffic violations and peace bonds. Any civil matter that you have, you will be there at the courtroom.
Oh, yeah, a lot of responsibility.
Yes.
A lot of tough decisions.
Yes.
A lot of tough decisions. What was your background before you became a Justice of the Peace?
I was a peace officer for 25 years. Worked at the sheriff's office, worked at a county court law number 1, worked with a constable for precinct 2. Last year I was elected as judge, and now I'm your judge for South Laredo.
Outstanding. Well, with that, thank you for serving the public. Yeah, it certainly takes a lot to step up like that as a peace officer and as a judge.
Yes.
As a judge, as an elected official.
Now I'm on the other side.
Down the other side of
Yes.
matters, right?
Yes.
Right. Wow. So experience counts, doesn't it? All right. So let's meet our contestants from Salvador Garcia. We have Mario. How you doing today, Mario?
Good.
What do you enjoy doing in your spare time, Mario?
Going outside, playing with my pets, playing video games.
Oh, okay. Okay, just a lot of activity in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people go outside anymore, do they? Yeah, people like to be inside playing video games and on the tablets and the phones all the time. Well, that's good, Mario. That's great. Kimberly, how you doing today?
Good.
All right. And what do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
Playing video games and just watching Netflix.
Oh, okay, Netflix. Yeah, I like doing that too. All right. From United South Middle School, we have Ramiro. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
That's great. And what do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
Just hanging out with friends and family.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Spending time with people. Yep, that's great. Last but not least, we have Justin. How you doing today, Justin?
I am doing fantastic.
Fantastic. All right. Good answer. And what do you like doing in your spare time?
Well, honestly, I really like listening to music because since I'm in band, I usually kind of like to relax and take a hit at some tunes.
All right. Well, that's good. I like to do it. What instrument do you play?
I play the trombone.
Oh, okay. A T-bone player.
Yes.
That's right. All right. Well, good on you. All right. Well, let's go over the rules really quick. All right. Each team is going to take turns spinning the wheel of knowledge, as we like to call it. And you're going to get questions from the categories of math, science, language arts, and social studies. Each of those is worth 5 points. Okay. And then we have the wild turn categories, that red one right there. When it lands on that, you get a hard question. It can come from any subject area, and they're more difficult questions. So they're worth double the points. They're worth 10 points. All right. There is a 1-minute time limit to answer the questions. When your minute is up, you're going to hear a bell like that one right there. And when you hear that bell, it's time for you to give your answer right away, whatever the first thing that pops in your head, right? Right. So if you answer the question incorrectly, you have to answer the question correctly in order to earn the points, right? That's kind of a no-brainer. But if you answer it incorrectly, the other team is going to get a chance to answer the question and earn the points for themselves. All right. So we had a coin toss earlier to decide who spins the wheel first, and Salvador Garcia Middle School won the coin toss. So y'all go ahead and take the first spin. Yeah, we're going to start with a wild turn question. It's going to be worth 10 points. All right, this is going to come from your social studies subject area, so listen very carefully. Go ahead, Judge.
The question is, what contributed to the Trail of Tears and President Andrew Jackson's displacement of the Cherokee and other Native American tribes from the Deep South to west of the Mississippi River? A. Labor was needed for Western mining and ranching. B. Tribal lands in the South were desirable for setting and agriculture. C. Industrialization forced them to move. D. There was a shortage of manpower in the West following the Civil War.
You can repeat the choices for them.
You want me to repeat the choices?
Yes, go ahead.
Labor was needed for Western mining and ranching. B. Tribal lands in the South were desirable for settling and agriculture. C. Industrialization forced them to move. D. There was a shortage of manpower in the West following the Civil War.
B.
B is correct.
Is the correct answer. Excellent. Excellent. So that's 10 points for Salvador Garcia Middle School. United South, go ahead and spin that wheel. And it's language arts. It's language arts for 5 points. All right. So here you go. Here you go. Follow along very carefully with Judge Quintana as he asks you the following. Go ahead, sir.
The question is, which of the following does not represent the persuasiveness strategies used by writers and advertisers? A. Fables. B. Ethos. C. Pathos. D. Logos.
A?
A is the correct answer.
That's right. That's right. Very good. Very good. So that's 5 points for United South Middle School. Salvador Garcia, go ahead and spin that wheel.
Kimberly.
It's Kimberly's turn. All right, and it's going to be science. It's going to be a science question for 5 points.
There we go.
All righty then. And, well, this one looks like it's going to be a doozy. So answer, listen very carefully. Go ahead, Judge.
Which are the choices?
Oh, wow, I wouldn't even know how to pronounce those. You can just go ahead and give them the question and not read the choices.
Okay, the question is, which of the following elements would have a valence of 3?
You can go ahead and repeat the question for them.
Which of the following elements would have a valence of 3?
And the elements are listed there on your cards. And you can refer to the periodic table of the elements that you have there in front of you to figure that out.
The answer is I.
The answer is I. Which letter?
A,
I
L.
guess J.
J. Letter J. Letter J is
It's
correct.
correct.
Letter J is correct. Very good. Very good. Very good. See, I wouldn't have known how to answer that because when I was in middle school, we didn't go over the periodic table of the elements. That was a very long time ago, though. Okay, so that's 5 points for Salvador Garcia Middle School. United South, go ahead and spin the wheel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we never, when I was in middle school, yeah, we didn't have that. Wild turn. All right, so United South gets a chance to earn 10 points for themselves and get a little bit more caught up there with the points. Go ahead and listen closely, and that's going to come from social studies. So go ahead and give them their
The
social
question is, how did the 14th Amendment guarantee protection for U.S. citizens? A, it required state governments to expand suffrage to include women. B, it required states to give all persons due process of law. C, it requires states to extend voting rights to African Americans. And D, it requires state governments to have diverse representation in Congress.
C.
C is not.
C is incorrect.
It's
C is
not the
incorrect.
answer.
Salvador Garcia, what is the correct answer? You can go ahead and repeat the question for them.
How did the 14th Amendment guarantee protection for U.S. citizens?
B.
B is correct.
B is correct. The 14th Amendment establishes due process. Yes, very good. So now you guys got another 10 points, and you get to spin the wheel again. Bonus, winning. Go ahead and spin the wheel. All right, and it's going to stop on social studies. It's going to stop on social studies.
We haven't done one of those.
We haven't done one of those.
There you go.
All right, so go ahead and follow along very carefully with Judge Quintana. Go ahead, sir.
The question is, which of the following best explains why thousands of Cherokees were forcibly removed from their homes in Georgia during the 1830s? A. Andrew Jackson led U.S. forces against the Cherokees in the Seminole Wars. B. The Cherokees were not U.S. citizens and so could not seek protection from U.S. courts. C. White settlers wanted the Cherokees' desirable lands in the southeast. D. Changes in climate made Georgia unsafe for both American Indians and white settlers.
C.
C is correct.
C is the correct answer. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, so that's another 5 points for Salvador Garcia. United South, go ahead and spin that wheel. All right, and here we go. Science. Science, and let's see what we get this time, because that last one was, well, for me, that would have been a difficult question. All right, so listen very carefully. Go ahead, sir.
The question is, the U.S. Department of Wildlife noticed a sharp decline in the rainbow trout population in the mountains of South Carolina. Which of the following would be the best hypothesis to test about the population decline? A. The increased temperature of the water in the mountain streams led to the decline of the rainbow trout population. B. The rainbow trout laid more eggs last season. C. The increased amount of oxygen in the water increased the size of the rainbow trout. Or D. The increased amount of oxygen in the water increased the food consumption of the rainbow trout.
A?
A is the correct answer.
A is the correct answer. Yes, that would be a hypothesis that would explain that. Excellent job. All right, now we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Knowledge for College. Stay tuned.
United ISD is looking to hire school bus drivers. Qualified drivers who are hired will receive paid bus driving training, paid annual drug and alcohol testing, paid annual physical exams, paid state required bus driver certification, paid certification class time, and excellent employee benefits. In return, UISD is looking for a 2-year bus driver commitment. Consider a rewarding career working with students at United ISD. Apply today.
Recent statistics show e-cigarette use by high school students has increased by 78%, and the increase in middle school has gone up by 48%.
Some brands of e-cigarettes contain as much nicotine as a pack of cigarettes, making them highly addictive.
It's not only a health risk, but the use of e-cigarettes is strictly prohibited on school property or during school-sponsored activities.
Don't risk your health
Or your academic future.
Don't vape.
We are united.
At United Independent School District, safety is our #1 priority.
Every UISD school has a security station which controls access through the main entrance.
All campuses have police and security officers on site.
Our command center allows us to monitor security cameras throughout the district.
Our schools are equipped with metal detectors,
as well as drug and bomb sniffing canines.
At UISD, safety is our #1 priority.
We are back. You are watching Knowledge for College. Today's contestants are from Salvador Garcia Middle School and United South Middle School. Our guest host is Mr. Bobby Quintana, Justice of the Peace for Precinct 2, Place 1.
Correct.
Yes, indeed. So I believe you had a question you wanted to ask our
Mario,
students.
do you plan on attending college? And if you do, what college are you looking into?
I do, and I don't know, but in the future I will choose one.
Okay, that's good. Kimberly, what's your favorite subject in school?
I'll say science.
Science, nice. Now for United South, Ramiro, do you plan to go to college and where?
Yes, I do, and I plan to go to UC Davis in California.
Wow, that's nice. That's far away from Texas, but best of luck. Justin, what's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is math.
Math, right. Awesome.
All right. All right. Very good. Very good. Very interesting. Interesting book with lots of plans, and you guys like the tough subjects at school. So that's great.
Right.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. All right. So when we last left off, it was going to be Salvador Garcia's turn to spin the wheel. So go ahead and give us a spin on the wheel. All right, and we're going to start with another wild turn question. All right, our third one so far. And let's see what we got going here. It's going to be a science question, okay? So listen carefully. Go ahead.
The question is, a student observed the shape of the moon once every 7 days. During the month of June, the drawing shows how the moon's shape could have changed during the month of June. The explanation for this is F, the Earth's position blocks the sunlight from reaching the surface of the moon to create a new moon. G, the Earth's position is in the direct path of the sun's light and blocks the moon from view. H, the Earth's position blocks the sunlight from reaching the surface of the moon to create a full moon. J, the Earth's position is tilted on its axis, causes the moon angle of revolution to change.
J.
J is not the right answer.
All right, United South Middle, you get a shot at this one. You can go ahead and repeat the question for them.
Let's do the question again. A student observed the shape of the moon once every 7 days during the month of June. The drawing shows how the moon's shape could have changed during the month of June. The explanation for this is F, the Earth's position blocks the sunlight from reaching the surface of the moon to create a new moon. G, the Earth's position is in direct path of the sunlight and blocks the moon from view. H, the Earth's position blocks the sunlight from reaching the surface of the moon to create a full moon.
Okay, we're out of time. What's the answer?
We believe it's G.
All right, the answer
G is the wrong answer.
G is incorrect.
The answer was F.
Right.
The Earth's position blocks the sunlight from reaching the surface of the moon to create a new moon.
Right, and that's why we get the different phases of the moon. Right, so there's no score there, and it's United South's turn to spin the wheel. Go ahead. And we almost had another wild turn question, but it's going to be a science question instead. All right, so here we go. This is worth 5 points, of course. Listen very carefully to Judge Quintana. Go ahead, sir.
The question is, what do all of the elements listed on the side have in common? A, they have the same number of protons. B, they have the same number of electrons. C, they have 4 electrons in their outer shells. D, they have 8 electrons in their outer shells.
You can repeat the choices for them.
A, they have the same number of protons. B, they have the same number of electrons. C, they have 4 electrons in their outer shells. D, they have 8 electrons in their outer shells.
C.
C is the correct answer.
That is correct. That is correct. Excellent. Excellent job. So that's 5 points for United South Middle School. Salvador Garcia, go ahead and give us a spin on that wheel. And it's math. We finally get a math question.
First one of the day.
All right. So this is going to be worth 5 points, of course. And go ahead and listen very, very, very carefully. You have calculators and paper there that you can use. Go ahead.
The question is, Sarah grabs a cone-shaped cup and fills it with water. How many cubic centimeters of water will fit in the cup if she fills it completely? A, 9.42 centimeters. B, 75.40 centimeters. C, 226.20 centimeters. D, 301.59 centimeters.
You can repeat the question while they...
The question is, Sarah grabs a cone-shaped cup and fills it with water. How many cubic centimeters of water will fit in the cup if she fills it completely?
D.
D is not the right answer.
That is incorrect. United South Middle, what's the correct answer?
B.
B is the correct answer.
Indeed it is.
75.40.
All right. Wow. Good job. Good job there. So that's 5 points for United South Middle School, and it's your turn. So go ahead and spin the wheel. And it's language arts. It's a language arts question. All right. Thank you, sir. And this is for 5 points. So listen very carefully to Judge Quintana as he asks you the following. Go ahead, sir.
The question is, which of the following words is not an example of subordinating conjunction? A, underneath. B, because. C, since. D, while.
A.
A is the correct answer.
A is the correct answer. Very good. Very good. All right. So that's 5 more points for United South Middle School. Salvador Garcia, go ahead and give us a spin on the wheel. All right. And it's another math question. It's another math question. For Salvador Garcia Middle School, worth 5 points. And follow along very carefully with Judge Quintana. Go ahead, sir.
The question is, a transformation is applied to a figure to create a new figure. Which transformation does not preserve congruence? A reflection across the x-axis. B, a transition 7 units down. C, a dilation by a scale of factor of 5. D, a rotation of 90 degrees clockwise. A transformation is applied to a figure to create a new figure. Which transformations does not preserve congruence? A reflection across the x-axis. B, a translation 7 units down. C, a dilation by a scale factor of 5. D, a rotation of 90 degrees clockwise.
C.
C is the correct answer.
C is the correct answer. Good job. Good job. All right. All right. So that's 5 points for Salvador Garcia. United South, go ahead and give us a spin on the wheel. And it's wild turn. It's going to be a wild turn again. Here we go. All right. So for 10 points, Salvador Garcia, answer this question carefully. It is social studies again. Okay, go ahead, sir.
The question is, the nullification crisis resulted from A, tariffs imposed on imports, which southern states replied on for their economy. B, a drop in demand for exports from southern states to foreign countries. C, taxes on imports to northern states. D, the issue of whether freed slaves could work in northern states.
And you can go ahead and repeat all of that.
The nullification crisis resulted from A. Tariffs imposed on imports which southern states replied on for their economy. B. A drop in demand for exports from southern states to foreign countries. C. Taxes on imports to northern states. And D. The issue of whether freed slaves could work in northern states.
We believe it's B.
B is not the right answer.
Incorrect. Salvador Garcia Middle School. What's the correct answer?
I think it's D.
It's
D is not.
that is also incorrect. The correct answer was A. Tariffs imposed on imports which southern states relied on for their economy, and that was the nullification.
That's why they're a tough question.
Yeah, they're very tough questions. All right, well, we're going to take another short break, and you are watching Knowledge for College. Keep it right here.
We are educators.
We are innovating.
We are leaders.
We are college students.
We are artists.
We are athletes.
We cherish all students.
We are United ISD.
You've been watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. We would like to thank our contestants from United South Middle School and Salvador Garcia Middle School for joining us today. And of course, we want to thank our guest host, Judge Bobby Quintana, Justice of the Peace, Precinct 2, Place 1. I finally got that right. Yeah. Sir, what did you think of our show today?
That's an amazing show. They're really tough questions.
Yeah.
But they did an amazing job. I want to congratulate them. You guys did great. Keep up the good work.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And we thank you, sir, for your service your lifelong service to our community, sir.
Thank you.
Very, 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 very honorable indeed. Yes, so don't forget to watch Knowledge for College and all of our other fine programming on this and other local TV stations, including the Public Access Channel. We'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and CC's Pizza. Thank you for supporting our show. We'll see you next time on Knowledge for College. Let's say goodbye, everybody. Bye.